Hello, and in today's tutorial we will be learning how to sculpt a witch's nose. And for this tutorial you will need a nose cast or a face cast, oil-based clay, so something that's not going to dry out, sculpting tools, lighter fluid.
This is an optional product.
And brushes, and this is just made for beginners.
Be careful when using sharp tools not to hurt yourself. If you're under the age of 16, ask for assistance from an adult.
Starting out with our nose cast, we are just going to clean it up a little bit, so naturally our noses wouldn't be full of all these little bits, so just scrape them out. This can take some time, just take your time with it. We want a nice smooth nose. Making sure you clean away that dust as you go.
The next step is optional. Please do not use lighter fluid without adult supervision.
Now taking an empty container, I'm just using the top of a Vaseline tub. I'm putting a little bit of that oil-based clay and mixing it with some lighter fluid. This melts down the oil-based clay. Using either your sculpting tools or a brush, we're going to use this to create a really nice surface for your sculpt to sit on your mould. So just paint it all over everywhere you think you're going to be sculpting. Just helps that clay just stick onto it a little bit more and saves you a little bit of hassle. I'm now going to take a little bit of our oil-based clay, split that in two and make two little sausages. Now taking a larger ball, I'm going to focus on creating that really witchy shaped nose. So focusing that clay on the front, so like the tip of your nose, and pushing it up, making sure it's really stuck down. Now with a medium-sized ball, we're just going to create a slightly longer sausage, and then we're going to take it from that tip of the nose to the side of the nose, and this will create a really nice shape. We want quite flared nostrils and really make it quite dramatic. Repeat this on the opposite side.
Be careful when using sharp tools not to hurt yourself. If you're under the age of 16, ask for assistance from an adult.
Now taking a pretty smooth sculpting tool, start to smooth out all those edges, making sure it's really stuck down to your mould. This will help when we make a prosthetic, that it flows onto the skin instead of just being so obvious. Even though this is a really dramatic nose, we want it to look as realistic as we can make it. So making sure all the edges are nice and smooth and we're starting to get that shape you really want. This can take some time and you might have to remove a little bit of clay, but that's alright. Just wipe it on the side of your board and keep smoothing down the nose. Now we're just going to start building up that nose. The bit I'm just using the bits I've removed from other parts of the nose. You can either use your fingers, as this will melt down the oil-based clay and make it really pliable, or you can carry on using your tools. It's it's your preference. I'm just building up that nose. As I said, I want it to be really dramatic, and I really want those nostrils to flare, so when somebody puts it on, you can see it from a distance. Now, using a slightly smaller sculpting tool, I'm really blending in those edges and making sure that if we were to put any product on top, it can't seep in and underneath our sculpt. You really have to make sure it's well blended. Just adding a little bit of a mole there, just for the extra touch. And you can use Vaseline or the lighter fluid to smooth out and melt away the edges. Well done, and thank you for watching.